Alright, it's my presentation today. What we're talking about today on my lecture is my informative speech is how to find a job these days in difficult times. So let's be honest, these are difficult and trying times for everyone. And the country is said to be going through a recession and people losing their jobs, their homes. Jobs are being shut down, downsized, and even shipped overseas for low-cost wages in manufacturing. So, but even in these tough and downsizing economy, there are still good jobs available, and they're challenging to obtain in today's tough economy. So let's use some differentials, for example. Let's take, a lot of people may have an age difference. Some people may be going to a retirement stage, and long. It depends on how an employee looks at an individual for a long term. But you take individuals, like you all, that's just fresh out of school, just graduates and stuff like that. Um, you more or less will have a long-term effect on the employee. That most of us have been laid off or either affected by job closures. But what makes the difference is how you apply yourself and the time that you invest in yourself. So that's what this is all about. Make an assessment of your strengths and your weaknesses and using all the available tools necessary to help you land a successful job search. Now, as we assess our weaknesses, you want to ask yourself, uh, did I finish? Do I need to go back and finish and get my GED, or do I need to pursue a higher education for a degree that maybe I can land a more successful and better job? Um, what employees are looking for today is they're looking for people that's well educated, uh, better trained, and more technologically advanced. So at the moment that our President Obama assessed the situation of the weakness and the devastation of this economy, he took what necessary steps that will hopefully uh, retain this economy from falling into a depression. So the thing is, if you invest in yourself and you invest into a brighter future for yourself by obtaining your GED, by investing in higher education or joining a retraining program, employees look for highly skilled, highly trained, and well-educated individuals to take competitive in the business market world. A few of my resources is Dr. Randall S. Hansen. Um, Dr. Hansen is a co-author of the Quintessential Career Guides, comprehensive career development websites, CEO of EmpoweringSites.com, and enhance my vocabulary. He's also a cited author in magazines, and he gives us helpful advice on finding a job in today's tough economy. Another one of my resources is Lindsay Pola. She's a best-selling author. She's a consultant and an international recognized expert on the next generation of careers. We also have sources from the Department of Labor, which gives us tips as to how to produce an effective resume and give job tips on the interviewing skills. Dr. Hansen's suggestion in keeping a positive attitude is to that employers seek candidates who are confident about the job that they are seeking for that's going to make a difference in that position. He also tells us to surround ourselves with positive support by expressing yourself, to your family, your friends, your ex-employers, or people that's close to you. And this will enable you to make a network connection. Keeping a network connection is one thing that's very important, because the more people that you contact, the more people that's available, that's knowing that you're looking for a job, and the more people that you can have a lead with whenever a job come open. The third thing he says is for us not to believe all the negative. A lot of times, and the reason we stress that is because a lot of jobs are not advertised in your local newspaper, and a lot of jobs are not advertised on the internet. Some jobs are like word of mouth. Let's say if you don't listen, you know, a lot of people might tell you, well, this job don't have no benefits and it's well underpaid and stuff like that. Your job when looking for a job is that you what you want to do is get you basically to get your foot in the door, you know, so that you can receive a paycheck, so that you will have the work experience to build you up for your next and better job. Um, and the Department of Labor offers a lot of benefits, such as unemployment, such as skills assessments. A lot of jobs now requires skill assessments. So the reason that we want to make contacts and leads is because let's say that somebody loses a position on the job. Well, one of your contacts might come to you and say, well, look, we have an opening in this position, you know, you might as well go ahead and apply. So that's why networking is so important. Leads and contacts, create a network system. He also suggests that we have a long-term focus and a short-term goal. What he means is that, you know, it might take you longer to find a job, but your objective is, you know, we all know the cliche about the early bird catches the worm. So you have to get up early. You have to make looking for a job almost as like working on a job. You have to be committed to making at least 8 hours to your commitment. Now, Miss Lindsay Pola, one of the authors and one of my sources, she suggests that you sharpen your interpersonal skills, asking yourself, you know, if I'm a good communicator. Communication play an important role in the aspect of any career. Leadership, it's a basic essential tool for business, socialization, you know, leadership and so forth. So employers want people that can communicate effectively and that can receive information, process it, and also relinquish orders and instructions to other individuals. So communication is very important. Your next step is to sharpen up on your skills and your work ethics. Work ethics are a very important standard of a business or an organization, and they expect for an individual to behave while on the job and off the job. You have to remember that you represent a company, and the management alike are standards. The work ethics are standard or code of conduct. Now, initiative is another important work ethic. Um, Initiatives is very important because initiatives get you notice. You know, it means like staying productive. Productive means like meeting the minimum requirements or minimum supervision. Production means like going above and beyond the customer's expectations. Um, Teamwork, some more skills that we focus on is teamwork, your computer skill, flexibility, and adaptability, and your technical skills. So now, once we did an assessment of yourself, then I think the major part of any type of job is to transfer all your skills, your transferable skills, onto a working resume. There are several types of resumes, but the best one is to format your highlights and your strengths and achievement. You have to remember that your resume is a representative of you, and it's a strong tool to sell yourself to any potential employer. So your resume needs to be impressive enough to land you that interview. Now, the Department of Labor can help in preparing resumes to meet the needs of individuals and the type of job that they're seeking. The thing in preparing a resume is to make sure that you research all the information that you can about the company or the firm as possible. When doing an interview, make sure that you be on time, at least be 5 to 10 minutes early. Be polite to the to the receptionist. And when greeting your person that's doing the interviewer that's going to interview you, always give them a firm handshake. While in the interview session, make sure that you give eye-to-eye contact, except for occasionally glancing at your notes or anything. So you have to make sure that your first impression is always a lasting impression on a potential employer, and it should land you your next job. Thank you.
You know, I don't know what to think, according to you.
I hope it is. She is hot, man.